You're watching The Edward Fowler Show. Now, here's your host, Edward Fowler.
And a very good evening or afternoon, depending where you're watching this on YouTube or around the world on my favorite audio platforms where you can listen to the show. And when I booked this one in, I did not realize that when I booked it at the time that the clocks were going back here in the United Kingdom. So usually this show's on at 7 o'clock in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern. It is live at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the East Coast, to my knowledge, but it's currently 6 p.m. here in the UK, and that's because I forgot the clocks went back an hour. So please welcome to the show at the right time in America, CT Keys. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for accepting the invite to come on the show. And when I reached out to inquire having you on the show tonight, I guess, did you do any research on the show? Did you Google me to make sure I was legit, not just some random scammer who reached out to you?
Yeah. I had to look a little bit, watch the show a little bit, and I was like, okay, it's not just some random person from the internet.
Well, I could be, but I mean, I've had on some impressive people from the world of wrestling, from Jake Hager, who came on the show earlier this year, to Eric Bischoff, to Terry One-All, etc. So there's been some big names on this channel, and now you get to add your illustrious name to that list.
Yeah, what a great list.
Yes, indeed. And, you've had a very interesting 2025. If you want to tell my viewers and listeners why I say it's interesting, because you've had a lot of opportunities in 2025 so far, and what's been some of your, I guess, highlights of this year?
Could you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm just saying, what's some of your highlights of 2025, would you say?
Dude, every single year is a highlight. Anytime you get to do wrestling, like at any level, that's a highlight. So I've had an opportunity, I got to go out with NWA, I've had to be on AEW, So those little things, little spots, like, those have been fun. Those are highlights.
Yeah, and I guess what it means goes into some of your great battles as well. It's led to those opportunities in this year. So who would you say has been in your, I guess, bucket list for a while, who you've had the chance to tick them off, if you had any bucket lists going?
I don't do the bucket list. Like, I know a lot of people do. They get like caught up in like dream matches, but like, my dream match is like an AJ Styles. He's about to retire, so I'm probably not going to get it, but I had the opportunity to train with him, so it was like, I'll count that.
But as far as I think you should count that in.
Yeah, as far as bucket list, there's a lot of local guys here, great talents. They've done stuff. They've been on all these Fed programming, so anytime I get to work with those guys, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah, and I mean, you've had some wonderful matches in, I guess, Southern Honor Wrestling, to name one promotion in particular, and you had a great triple threat match, I think it was, a couple of months ago with Alex Kane, I want to say, and I can't remember the other person that was in that match, but I mean, you two just tear the roof down anytime you two get in the ring together.
Yeah, it's always fireworks anytime I get to work with don't sleep on Joe Black either. That dude's talented beyond belief, and he's brutal. So anytime you go in there with him, you're coming out the next day just feeling beat up.
Absolutely. I would not want to mess with you three, because I feel like you three are very much some of the destructive people in the Georgia area today, especially a couple in that very match where you guys took out the whole, I guess the locker room had to come out to quiet and separate you guys, because you guys were just basically running raffle on everything, and anybody got in your ways.
Yeah, man, you got to set a high bar. Like, this is Georgia wrestling, and Georgia wrestling, we like to think that we're the best of the unsigned. So
yeah,
always got to step it up with them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess, and then I think the month after there was some kind of like rematch going on, and I mean, what's, I guess, the story going to be? What's going to be at I guess the finishing story. Like, what was going to be like the ending story for you in that way of this story? Because it's been on for so many months now, and I feel like it just keeps getting better and better time you two get, or the three get in the ring. But especially when you and Alice Kane get in the ring anywhere, it's always blockbuster. So I'm guessing, as we'll take a pun out of Cody Rhodes, how would you finish your story in that aspect of that storyline?
I beat the crap out of Alex. Do it every day that I can.
Well, I mean, it could happen at some point, you know. I mean, he's a Terry guy, though. I mean, when you first got the opportunity to get in the ring with him, were you a bit scared of him, or a bit
No,
nervous, or at all, or not?
absolutely not. I've known Alex for a long time. Like we didn't train at the same places, but there would be times we would share a ring in training. So we go way back, and opportunity to get in there with him and just mix it up. There's no fear out of it. It's more of I'm going to be better than you, and he thinks he's going to be better than me. And at the end of the day, we'll both go home real sore.
Yeah,
Not
yeah, that's true. And I guess if you don't believe CT or what I said a few moments ago, you should go on IWTV. $9.99 a month, which used to be the price of the WWE Network.
anymore.
But now, of course, IWTV is the true place to watch wrestling, any professional wrestling, and you get to relive those classic moments between CT, Alex, and of course Joe Black, and check out that Carnage match where pretty much everybody got what they deserved, and it's a shame that the other locker room wrestlers had to break it up because I think it was so good. We want to see a winner. We want to see who is going to get the upper hand, which referee we're going to be used to make that final three count. Up to you guys to destroy all three of them, which I thought they deserved because they got in your ways. But I mean, what on earth is going to happen elsewhere for you? I guess because I mean, Joe Black, you know, he's the current champion of Southern Honor Wrestling. He's been going around different places defending that belt. So I guess if you get the chance of either winning that particular belt or any other belt in any other promotion, are you going to follow in Joe Black's footsteps and say, hey, let me defend this title anywhere and everywhere?
You know what? That's a great idea. I haven't even thought about it. I'm currently the Southern Fried Heavyweight Champion.
I might if so.
Yes, and I just missed my opportunity at the Wrestle America Heavyweight Championship, but
Well, we'll get into that as well. But
I want to step on your toes. But yeah, I think having just won that championship, that it would be nice to take it out, go on the road with it, and see who thinks they're top dog.
yeah, exactly. Face the very best of every promotion around that area in Georgia and beyond. And I feel like it's a great idea from Joe Black. I don't know if it was his idea or Southern Honor Wrestling or anybody else they have relationships with to say, hey, look, let us defend this belt on your promotion. And that's, you don't get that much in different promotions, allowing other champions to come in and have their championship defended on that particular show. So I think it's a great idea, out the box idea. And I think more promotions should do that because why are all these promotions trying to, you know, I guess get the better of each other or be in some type of rivalry because they're in the same state or won the same days or whatever. I feel like we should all just be very much close together and support each other. It's not maybe a competition or trying to, you know, outbeat each other. We should all be able to support the best we can and make every promotion, I guess, must see and help it to grow. I don't know what your opinion is.
Oh, I agree, 100%. But with wrestling, man, there's always egos involved. But I think Joe Black commands that much respect that no one's gonna have a problem putting him on this show. Like no one, because it's hard to get a Joe Black match. So when you get the opportunity, whether he's carrying a different championship or not, you're gonna bring him on that show.
Yeah, yeah, but is it down to Joe or is it down to the championship, the prestige behind that championship, which gets that particular match booked? Do you think?
I think with it being Southern Honor, it's probably a good mix of both because Southern Honor is one of the premium promotions in Georgia. So, but Joe Black's also one of the premium wrestlers in Georgia. So you got to ask yourself the question: is it about the belt or is it about having Joe Black? And I think in most cases, it's going to be a nice mix of both.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But I would also say I put you on that list of prestigious wrestlers in the Georgia area because you're a phenomenal athlete, and rightly so. You mentioned a few moments ago that you are the current SPCW champion. I hope I got the initials correct of that promotion.
SFCW.
SFCW. I was almost. I got the P from somewhere else. SFCW champion. I've watched that product as well. I think they broadcast the majority of the shows at a later date on YouTube. I could be wrong on that, but I believe that's where I've seen you capturing the heavyweight championship on there, and I can't wait to see your one, and hopefully be one of the longest ones in that promotion's history, because I feel like you're very much a dominant wrestler, and you probably take some inspiration from your opponents, like Joe Black or Alex Kane or whoever else it may be. So did you take any inspirations from anybody else who you may have fought in the past and think, actually, I might adapt that into my skill set, or from other people you've grew up watching to get into the world of professional wrestling?
Yeah, I mean, you always want to take little things here and there and try to incorporate them. Like as far as inspirations, is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Yeah. So as far as inspirations, when I started, I was a lot smaller. It was like 190 pounds.
Wow. And what are you on now?
Yeah. Now I'm at like 240.
Okay.
So gained quite a bit of size to me, and so my style changed a lot. So early on, I was like, I'm gonna be a high flyer. I'm gonna jump off the top rope and do all these cool things. And now it's like jumping off the top rope only works out for nobody.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah.
So either I hit them and I hurt, or I miss it and I hurt. So what if I got big and strong? I just threw people around. So with that came me looking at a lot of Samoa Joe, a lot of Bobby Lashley. I get that comparison quite often. I've heard it. It's fine. I don't mind it. I love it. It's a great comparison. But and then as far as local guys, Michael Judas, like being inspiration, because he's such a big dude. He's been doing this for so long. And I was like, all right, so let me just figure out how to do that. And he's still going strong.
Well, there you go. He's obviously doing something right, isn't he? And I'm sure with you deciding to take a different, I guess, opportunity and I guess skill set than the one you started with, I'm sure you have a lot of longevity along in the professional wrestling business, and hopefully you'll be still around in 30 years or so time.
That's the hope. Yeah. We'll see. 30 years. 30 years is a long time.
Well, I mean, it will go rapid. Trust me. Before you know it, it will be 30 years, and hopefully we'll still be in connection, and we'll be back on the show saying, remember this 30 years ago when you said in this show that you will still be wrestling 3 years later? Well, lucky for you, you are. So
I promise you I will not be wrestling 30 years from now.
Well, that's that. Okay, well, let's put it in the box. Let's see what decade that'd be. That'd be what? 55. So in 2055, you're saying that you will not be wrestling.
I guarantee you, without a shadow of a doubt, I will not be wrestling in 2050.
Okay, so what will you be doing in 2055? Hopefully, maybe you're still involved in professional wrestling as a coach, agent, or something else?
Maybe do something in that degree. Maybe a trainer or a producer, something in the back. But as far as getting inside and competing, no, those days will be far.
Okay. Well, you hear it first, ladies and gents. If you don't think CT Keys will still be wrestling in 30 years, let me know now, and we'll see if we will eat those words, or we will say, actually, we told you, sir, that you will still be wrestling in 2055. Who knows where we will be? But it's interesting you say you're going to be maybe an agent or a coach or something like that. Are you not interested in becoming a promoter yourself? Is that because there's too much stress involved in that, maybe?
I have zero interest in being a promoter. I've seen the stresses that these promoters go through. I've seen the work from behind the scenes and the setup, the teardown, the venues. It's not for me. I love wrestling. I do not love promoting wrestling.
Yeah, it's not everyone's cup of tea, is it? I guess so. Yeah, I understand that. Of course, you're talking to an international person. It's not every day you get to speak to somebody outside of Georgia, I guess. You're very lucky to be so. And I would say, how would you want, I guess, the Georgia scene to to grow, not just in the rest of the USA, but internationally to capture fans in the UK, for instance? What can the Georgia scene can do for the UK and vice versa? What do you think?
Well, I'm hoping that stuff like what we're doing right now will lead to that kind of growth. Like reaching out, promoting far away, not just promoting your state, but promoting nationally, internationally.
Mm.
Trying to get as many fans from as many countries as you can, because I feel like with independent wrestling, it's usually about just trying to capture your city as your market.
Makes sense.
And think like beyond that, if you really want to grow, you have to go beyond that and try to get the viewers, not just the people that are inside the building.
Absolutely. A good point. Do you ever think any of these Georgia promotions, if they have enough resources to do so, may decide to run an international show perhaps and try and attract new fans that way, especially with some of the stack roster they have, including yourself?
You know what? That is like so far out of my parameters. I don't know what Jordan's willing to do, but I think it's a great idea. I think it's something that would pay off if they did try it. But you tell me, like, you're over there. So would y'all like to see us come over there?
Well, I say so. I think it'd be interesting, different, outside the box,
Yeah,
either as a full event, just featuring that promotion, that branding, and all the, as many of the talent who are willing to come over, then yes. Or another idea you could do is, or not just you personally, but that, any promoter over there who may be thinking about running a show internationally is maybe team up with another show and bring half of that roster over and have, half of the UK show and half of the Georgia show, mix it up a bit.
that
Back
would be
like they did in 2001 with when they turned War into Nitro.
yeah, a little invasion.
Yeah, but I mean, that he turned the whole second hour of War to Nitro. If you remember that, little throwback.
That is a throwback. That's a good classic you pulled out.
Well, in 2001, I was only 2 years old, so I do not remember that off the top of my head. But thanks to the great internet, we get to relive it anytime. But I'm sure you will probably remember it better than I would.
Yeah, that time I was like 9.
9, there
So,
you go. Yeah. So you were born in 90, what? 92, 93?
yeah, 92.
92. That's good. Not a bad chat. Bad, I guess, test from me there, testing you of to see if I could guess your age, and I just proved it right there and then.
Good math.
Yes, at this time of night, a long day, but we get there. I want to talk to you now about the Wrestle Mercer. Is that right? Is that how you pronounce it?
Wrestle America?
Wrestle Mercer. Okay, I do apologize for
Yeah,
mispronouncing
you're
it, but
good.
I know exactly where these companies are, and I know for a fact you were in, I believe, another triple threat there, wasn't you, on the last show?
They love putting me in triple threat
Yes,
matches. Yeah.
there you go. See, I do know that information. But I mean, what a crazy event! Of course, that show is not aired yet on YouTube. So obviously, we don't want to give away too much detail. Obviously, I don't want to get into trouble with anybody from that promotion by saying, "Why are you leaking this out before it airs?" I mean, the audience knows what happens because they were there live, but for the YouTube audience, of course, they don't know nothing has happened yet. But I do know it was a very close court contest as well. And I did message you after the fact because I was intrigued to see if maybe you did get the W in that match. And I don't want you to reveal the answer to me or to the fans because, of course, that will leak the result away. But what can the fans expect who have not seen that show yet or even ever seen WrestleMania before?
Well, if you watch that Wrestle America show, it's going to be specifically that one. There's a good bit of action in it, not involving me, but as far as my match, it's a hard hitting affair. You got two great guys with Fry Daddy and Jesus, KJ and Paula. Sorry about it, KJ, man. It's been a long day, but great guys there.
My energy is rubbing off on CT. That's what it is. I can't remember promotions names, and he's now following suit with wrestlers' names instead. It's go so well.
Oh yeah, man. But yeah, between me, Fry, and KJ, like it's a good action paced match. I think once you watch it, you'll enjoy it. I'm not going to give away the finish. I want people, if they want to see it, I want them to go see it when it comes out on YouTube. I think
Yeah.
Week.
Yeah, take a sneak peek. Yeah.
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 But
Hello, Jamie, as well in the YouTube chat. Thank you for tuning in as always. I will say something as well. Is maybe you're the one who's responsible for I guess, a referee being taken out at ringside. Perhaps are you responsible for that, or were you gonna say you have to watch the show to find out?
I'll give you that one. Yeah, I hit a ref. It happens. He'll live.
Yeah, hopefully so. We'll see. Maybe that ref might hold a grudge against you in future if you return to that promotion.
Well, that is yet to be determined. We'll see. We shall see.
Yes. Well, we shall see and see, and we'll see how everything I guess uncloses and unresolves itself when ever we get the chance to see that fantastic triple threat, because it's one of those matches you do not want to miss a second of, because the action is non-stop. Don't believe me? You should check it out, and even maybe ask some of the crowd, because I think some of the crowd got a bit too much a personal interaction with some of the fans, because the action went to them a bit too much, I think.
Great. Yeah, you shall see.
We shall see indeed. Talk to me about, I guess, because we're now in October, end of the month, Halloween coming this Friday. Are you dressing up? Are you doing any scary moments to anybody that's coming Friday night?
No, I don't dress up, but my son, he's 2, so he'll get to dress
Oh,
up.
lucky him. Do you know what he's going to dress up as yet?
He's a race car driver. I think my wife has made it a point to make sure that we're pit crew.
Okay.
So we'll be dressing up after all.
Well, I look forward. I hope you post it on social media for us to see it.
Make sure y'all get a good pic.
Well, that goes on to my next question about social media as well. Where can people find you on social media to follow your career?
I am on Instagram at CT Keys and Facebook at CT Keys.
Yes, you are.
Already, but I am going to start a Threads account.
Okay. I did used to use Threads, but when it was, of course, brand new and nobody knew what to do with it, and now I just felt it's just kind of died. I don't know, but I know you were also on X at one point as well, but I know you've not posted there since 2024. What's going on there? You just decided to give up on X and just thought, I'm going to focus on Instagram and Facebook only?
Yeah, X wasn't for me. I didn't really check it very often anyway.
Right.
So, even when I had it, so I just decided, I'm not using it, just shut it down.
Okay, that's interesting. We like that. Just close it down. Not using it, close it down. But I mean, I use it because I think that's the only place where you get to get real reactions from celebrities. Some celebrities are very good at responding back to you. I've had the lucky of William Shatner responding back to me once. I don't know if it's actually him who monitored his own account, but I did get a response from William Shatner once, which was fantastic. I would say that to my grave. I also had another response from a UK comedian called Paddy McGuinness, who's a very good TV presenter and comedian as well. So and he does monitor his own X account, so I know it was actually from him himself. So I'll take that to my grave as well. But I mean, you are missed. I mean, you must miss X. Tweeting and getting into some X drama with your opponents, or is it more easier to do that on Instagram?
It is quite easy to do on Instagram. I mean, you find the guys, she'll shout out, we'll tag, and the stars start their line.
Yeah.
So,
okay,
you can be recent with social media. No matter the platform, it seems like if somebody wants to get in touch with you, they can find a way. Okay. Like you found.
Yes, yeah, I did find you. I did, and I didn't know what the response was going to be when I first reached out to you, but I'm glad that you saw it and that you decided to respond back to me. So much appreciated. And now you can tell the entire Georgia people, the entire Georgia talent, that if they want to see greatness like yourself, CT, because you are greatness, and they have to spread that greatness to come on this show. The best in the UK, out of Manchester, England. Forget about Savannah, Georgia. Forget about anywhere else in Georgia. England, Manchester, England is the best city in the world.
I haven't been to Manchester, so I can't disagree with you. But I will say, there's a lot of great places here in Georgia as well.
I'm sure there is. But I mean, you have to come and experience England, and I think you may have a different opinion.
You're right. Hey, on that one.
Yeah. Are you planning on coming over here for a tour?
I haven't made those plans in my itinerary yet, but if the opportunity arises, then absolutely.
Well, I think you should show people over here what you can do and show them why you are, I guess, one of the best in Georgia currently.
I'd be happy to do it.
Yeah. Let's make it happen.
Just gotta find the right promotion over there that wants to bring me over.
Yes, yes, we do. Yes, that'd be great because I think you deserve the opportunity to show people, not just in England but be across Europe, why you're one of the best in Georgia.
I agree,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. I mean, what are some of the, I guess, critics you receive from? Because there's a great historian who writes up many great articles of each wrestling show, either they go to or see on YouTube, whatever. And have you seen much of what they say about you? Are you happy with what they say about you? Are you sometimes mad with them about what they describe you in their reports?
Never, never, ever. So one of them that I've met is Larry Goodman.
Yeah.
He's one of the historians, great guy. He's like Georgia wouldn't be as good as it is without him. But as far as the reports, like those are opinions, Like usually they're very good for me. They're very positive. But
Is it good?
yeah, yeah. So I read them just to get a update on the show.
Yeah.
See what people thought of the show. But as far as like my personal critiques, no. I mean, if I would have listened to all the critiques I've had over my career, then there's no way that I would still be wrestling.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. So you got to take something from the people you respect and try and improve on it, and then even the people you don't respect, you'll listen to it, but you don't listen to it. You know what I mean? You can hear it, but you don't have to take it to heart. And I think that's especially with social media. Like, if you look at any comment section, no matter how good the video is, no matter what the video is, something's going to be negative in there. So you can't apply all that to what you do in your career. So as far as those show reports go, they're great to see. As far as personal critiques, like unless you're in the ring doing it, I don't really listen to it.
Fair enough. I do like your take though about that all the critiques you have that you would not be in the wrestling business today.
Yeah.
I bet for a second you've got more positive critiques than negative critiques. I mean, who would say anything negative about you, CT? You seem like a wonderful person, outside of the ring, as we can see here. I don't know what you're like in a locker room, but I'm sure you're pretty much the same. I'd be very surprised if you wasn't. Come to your wrestling style, I think, again, there's not much to say negative things about. I mean, it's just amazing what you do in the ring every time you get in it, and so I just can't see many negatives there. But do you give any critiques to anybody else in any locker rooms you go to?
Only if they ask for them. If you want to critique, I'll tell you what I thought of your work. But if not, I'm just not the guy to go and tell you, hey, you're not good,
Are
or hey,
you
better.
are you honest with your feedback?
Yes, every time. And if they ask me for a critique, they would agree with that. That
Oh, okay. Have you
don't
had,
ask for it, I really want to know what I think.
have you had many people ask you for your opinion?
A lot more recently. Didn't used
Interesting.
to, so I
Interesting.
guess now getting old or I've gotten that good. Who knows?
Take it as a compliment.
No, I'll take it as a
They are
compliment.
they are obviously wanting your thoughts for a reason, so you should be very happy with that. And who's been? Are you allowed to say who's given you your asked for your opinion recently?
They're all newer guys. They're younger guys. So they'll just ask, hey, CT, we watch my match. I'm like, sure, I got your back, bro. I'll give them the best I can give them,
Yeah,
what I think of it. But I mean, most of you guys aren't wrestling the same style as me, but in wrestling, it's all kind of universal. So even though the moves are different, the story, the story kind of remains the same. So if you tell a good story, then you're gonna have my approval right off the bat.
interesting. I like that. I will now give you the opportunity to to get anything off your chest, which you think is very important to do so, which I've now brought up, which you think is very, important to do so to make sure that you can plug whatever you need to plug. So I'll give you, I guess, your final thoughts, I guess, right now.
Oh yeah. Final thoughts are support indie wrestling, no matter where it is, whether it's in Manchester, whether it's in Georgia, anywhere across America. Find the local show, go to it, support those guys, support indie wrestlers, because eventually, like, these are the guys you see on TV. So if you want to watch them on TV, support them while they're learning their craft. And guys, wrestlers, learn your craft. Give these people a show anytime, no matter how many people are in the audience. Give them a show. That's what they're paying for. That's what they come to see. They come to support you, support them back. And follow me, social media, Instagram, CT Keys, Facebook, CT Keys. And thank you for having me, Ed.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much for setting that. Before we let you go, I want to have your thoughts on Bryce Canyon as well, because he's been given a lot of opportunities in like Ring of Honor for recently, and he's on an upward scale, just like yourself, But I mean, what do you think is the secret behind his success so far in 2025?
He's relentless in promoting himself. He's relentless in putting in good work. Like, he's been at it for a very long time, just plugging away, and every year he evolves and gets better and better and better. So I'm glad he's getting those opportunities. He deserves them. And I think he is a great example of what you should strive to be as an independent wrestler.
Yes, no, I agree with you. I think he's able to keep himself relevant and keep improving himself. And I know last night at our indie show, we had 3 stages of hell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, there's nowhere in the world you can get, the word hell like that. Like the good old Vince McMahon way, with the "you're fired," Only I can do that now, ladies and gents. So if you want to hire me to do that in front of anybody, let me know. I'm happy to do it. So I can be the Vince McMahon version 2.
I know some people. I'll put them in touch with
you. And my final thought for you as well is, who would you, I guess, suggest to come on the show after yourself, CT?
Well, you just said it. Bryce Cannon. That'd be a great one. Sal Renarla. That'd be a great one. Joe Black. I think he'd be interesting for you to talk to. I'm sure you would have a wonderful conversation with him. He's a deep thinking guy, so give him a shout. Hunter James.
Yes, we forgot to mention Hunter James. Yes, he's like I guess like a blonde guy who's like a glossy blonde, type thing.
Super punchable face.
Yeah, and he's quite much like he's like a reality star, I guess. Someone you watch a reality show thinking, right, I doubt you do all these things, and he's like, it's something you would love to just beat the crap out of, I guess.
Yes.
Anywhere in the world.
Yeah, but he's still super talented.
Oh, yes. Yes, we do have to give his plaudits.
Yeah. You
might watch this. You might watch and think, actually, how rude am I? But, I'm happy to have a discussion. I'm happy to have debates with people. So if you want to come on the show, feel free to let me know, because my inbox is always open. So reach out and we'll make it happen. But no, it's been an absolute pleasure, CT. And, I mean, is there anybody else you want to give a plug to before we end this?
I want to plug Nick Halen. Always want to plug Nick Halen. And, always give him a shout out, because the he's timeless. Like, you got Tony Storm, but Nick Halen's timeless. He's been doing this for so long. He still does it at a super high level. So, shout out to Nick.
Shout out to Nick. We like that. And if you enjoyed the episode with my guest here, CT Keys, make sure to smash that like button, share the video around to everybody about CT, tell about all the fantastic promotions he wrestles for. Make sure you go out to see him perform live, or you can be squared, as we say in England. And as well, if you want to see more of my great episodes, then make sure to smash that subscribe button. We've got over 349 subscribers. You can see the live subscriber count there. Help me to get to 350 today. We're only one off 350. So subscribe today if you want to see more of my great content. We're back tomorrow night with some singers. So we've gone from our sports side back to the entertainment side on this channel from tomorrow. So enjoy those singers coming back on the show tomorrow and on Thursday. Our new time for this week of 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. Eastern on the UK, because of course back to 7 o'clock in England this week, but 3 p.m. Eastern, a bit later for you guys. You gotta wait an extra hour before you get to see my lovely face if you're subscribed to this channel, obviously. But until the next episode, which will be tomorrow night, enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon or evening.